Hey, hey, it's Dana, the Gypsy Psychic. Are you ready for another message? Come on in and get comfortable. Put your feet up, get your blanket, a pillow, something to eat, something to drink, something to smoke. Throw it up on the big screen if you want to. Put in the earbuds, kick back and relax because we're going to unpack some psychic messages. Hey, you guys, how's it rolling? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Come on in. Let's talk about some things. It's going to work the way that it always works. I'm going to shuffle and pray. I'm going to lay out a whole bunch of cards. I will thoroughly confuse you for a good solid minute while I sew together a story. If you're coming back to the channel, come on in. You know exactly what to expect. Snuggle up to this table right here and let's talk about some things. If you hang around to the end of the video, I will tell you all about my book, The Ultimate Step-by-Step Guide to Your Spiritual Awakening. Spirit, Source, Universal Energy. I have the collective of Aquarius right here with me, Spirit, and Aquarius wants to know what you know. What do you know about Aquarius, and what do they need to know and understand about themselves, their lives, and their futures? Spirit, what's coming towards this particular Aquarius? What do they need to look out for? What do they need to look forward to? And most importantly, how do they navigate everything for their very best and highest good? Please give me the eyes to see it, the ears to hear it, and the words to explain it. Spirit, please tell me where that stopping point is for Aquarius. I will cut 3 times and I'll pull straight from the top, Spirit. Whoa, right there. What does Aquarius need to know and understand? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. And 3. Bottom of the deck is Strength in reverse, weakness, 9 of Swords, anxiety, 2 of Cups, some kind of a relationship, 10 of Wands in reverse, and the 4 of Swords. All right, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. That'll make hella sense to you guys in a minute. It makes hella sense to me right now. First card out is the 2 of Swords at some kind of a crossroads. To the Ace of Swords, aha moments, 10 of Swords, endings, the Moon, struggle, and the 2 of Wands, the future. Queen of Swords in reverse, denial perhaps, angry, salty, the 3 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles in the center of the reading. The King of Swords and the Hangman. The Queen of Cups, the Devil in reverse, the Star. There you are, Aquarius, your own card in your own reading. Look, you guys, can't see those, can you? There we go. And the World in reverse, some kind of repeated cycle, and the Princess of Swords to the Prince of Wands in reverse, the 7 of Swords, the Chariot, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Swords in reverse, and the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. Fabulous. We're going to take the Hermit in reverse and the Fool as well. We're going to take the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Princess of Cups to the 3 of Pentacles. Fabulous. All right, let's figure out what the heck's going on here, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, this is what is shaken down in this reading. This might take 3 seconds. This might take 3 months. Just depends on who you are and what your personal situation is. This is a general reading, right? General reading. I can't be specific in a general reading. If these were your cards, we could work all this out between us, but this is just kind of like an overview. So this is what's going on here. So. We start out this reading with the 2 of Swords, okay? 2 of Swords talks to us about a crossroads, and you are at a crossroads in your life. Whoever this is for and whatever this turns out to be for you, this could be anything for anyone, but you're at a crossroads, and the crossroads is very important because you only have 2 choices in a 2, right? Only 2 choices. You will either think in a different way or you won't. And those are your only 2 choices. And that's why you're at the crossroads, because there is a mindset here that this particular Aquarius needs to come to terms with. Ace of Swords, right? Come to terms. Aha moments, light bulb moments. Two of Swords, crossroads. We need to come to terms with something. What do we need to come to terms with here? Well, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Whatever it is that you are investing your life force in is not going to make a return for you. Okay? Whatever it is that you are spending your time, your effort, your life force on will never ever return to you what it is that you are seeking from life. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is also about a financial setback, okay? And that will blend into the whole rest of this reading right here, okay? All right. Perhaps this particular Aquarius doesn't have the funds to do, doesn't think that they have the funds to do what it is that they need to do in that Two of Swords, the decision that they need to make, right? What's this all about? Well, the aha moment is about the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is an ending, a painful ending, okay? And this painful ending is what this particular Aquarius needs to come to terms with here, because whatever it is you're investing in is not going to give you the return that you are seeking from it, okay? And then the Moon card comes into play right here. This Moon card is the eternal struggle for the human. If we could all only conquer this Moon card. The Moon is the struggle between that which you know to be true in your guts and that which you just simply don't want to be the truth. And that goes back to the Two of Swords and the aha moment, right? There is something that this Aquarius is swirling around inside of them. And in their heart of hearts and soul of souls, they know what the answer is. But they don't want to accept that as the answer because it doesn't look like what they think their life should look like. And that's the struggle of the Moon. And that goes back to this epiphany, this aha moment, right? I asked what the root of this Moon and the Ten of Swords and the bridge between them is, and it is death, okay? So an ending, an absolute ending that equates to an absolute transformation. If you've ever had anyone or anything die, you know that it is the absolute end. There's no going back. There's no revisiting. There's no last phone calls, last words, last comments. I mean, there can be last ones, but once it's over, right? Right? So this Death card being major arcana, which are our guide stones to a successful human experience, right? Death says you must come to terms within yourself about truly what you want your future to be with that Two of Wands. You are standing at the threshold of your future. It starts with the 2, it ends with the 2 in this top row right here, right? You only have 2 choices in a 2. You will either step forward into your future or you will stay standing where you are. And the huge struggle of the Moon card for this Aquarius is that they have to bring something to an ultimate end in order to step into their future. And this Aquarius struggles with this because what their future will look like, according to their choices here, doesn't necessarily look like what they want their future to look like. In major arcana, Spirit comes in with Death card and says, we need to bring an end to this so we can transform, so your life can transform, so you can step into your path and your purpose, because you are a soul having a human experience, not a human having a soul experience. Your soul is talking to you, Aquarius. It already knows the way. Your higher self already knows the way. And that's the throbbing that you feel inside of your guts. But your humanness wants to control some kind of situation, and where your guts are telling you to go doesn't match the idea of what you want your life to look like. Universal order says we have to bring this to an end. I asked, what's the struggle of the Moon? Well, the Two of Wands in reverse, not really knowing what the future looks like, being at the crossroads of your future, right? The Two of Pentacles in reverse, imbalanced, financial imbalance. Perhaps what you're doing for a job isn't paying or is consuming some kind of a resource from you that isn't viable. But this particular Aquarius just keeps holding on and keeps holding on and keeps holding on because it offers some kind of experience, status, or title for them. They just keep holding on to it. Death comes on top of this and says, when you answer the call of the Moon, when you resolve within yourself that you are going to go in the direction that your soul is leading you to go, death, the ending happens to this situation and the transformation begins to occur. The Wheel of Fortune, the divinely orchestrated steps of your path. Whoever this is, this tug of war that's going on inside of you, listen to your guts. Do what your higher self is asking you to do no matter what, because I'm here to tell you, your higher self has been here. It knows the way. It is supposed to, you are supposed to, the meaning of life is supposed to merge your higher self with your human consciousness so you can be led, directed, and guided through this crazy thing that we call life successfully. But we all ignore that. We think that we know our way in our infinite human stupidity. We think that we know what's best because we know what we want our life to look like. But that's not spirituality. That's not following your path and your purpose. Following your path and your purpose to do what your soul came here to do means surrendering to your higher self, to your soul's mission, your soul's direction. You have things to do, Aquarius. You have things to do, people to meet, places to go, and your idea of how you're going to get there and universal order's idea of how you're going to get there are two very different things. And if you want everything to unfold in your life properly, if you want everything for your very best and highest good, you have to understand that that tugging in your soul is trying to lead you there. Your higher self will always lead you to the path of your best and highest good, even when you don't understand it. Okay? Two of Wands, the future. Two of Wands, the future to the Magician. The Magician is talking about manifestation. What do you want from your life? What are the important core things that you want from your life? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be? How do you want your life to look? Lay it out for the universe. Give it up. Surrender. Say, I want my life to be. Give the universe specifics. I want to wake up in the morning and I want to have organic, fresh ground coffee, and I want to sit in my chair and I want to look out the window and see the ocean. Everything else doesn't matter as long as I have the resources to create the kind of environment that I want. I want warm, cozy environment. I don't have to have a gigantic house. I just want a little place, little nice, sweet little place all to myself that I can have my coffee and watch the seagulls fly over the water. That's what I want. Tell the universe that. Tell them that, and they will divinely orchestrate the steps of your path, but it's going to be in the way that is productive for your soul's mission and not necessarily productive for your ego or your flesh experience. It doesn't always look how we think it should look, but it's always satisfying. The Magician, manifestation. It's the first lesson of the guide stones. It's the very first thing every human needs to understand. Your mind creates your reality. You have the absolute power to create any kind of reality that you want to live in. And it starts with controlling your internal narrative. This particular Aquarius has an internal narrative of I gotta be successful. I have to. And no, you don't. Life is easier. It's more enjoyable. It's peaceful when you surrender to where your soul needs to go and not force your ego plan on life. To the World in reverse, repeated pattern, right? The World card is the last card of the guide stones of the major arcana, right? The World card says you have all of the tools to do what it is that you need to do. Every single experience and lesson that you have engaged in up to this point has equipped you to step into your soul's journey, because if it hadn't, you wouldn't have this big struggle in the Moon card. Divine orchestration is trying to take place in your life, but this particular Aquarius is refusing to accept it. And therefore the world is in reverse. Everything can't close out. You can't put the period at the last letter of the last sentence of this particular chapter of your life and turn the page. And they won't intervene in your free will. They want to rain down universal order into your life. But this particular Aquarius is holding on with a white knuckle grip to an ideology that they think should be their reality. And therefore, it's a repeated cycle over and over and over again. And the Queen of Swords comes on top of this and says, get your mind in the game. Remember the magician, right? What you think about comes about, whether you like it or not. And if you are focusing on something that is not in your best and highest good, it will come about too. But it's not going to be satisfying, and it's not going to bring peace to your life. Mind in the game, controlling your thought life and making some serious, responsible decisions about the movement that you feel inside of yourself. All right. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse talks about denial. It's the opposite of that Queen of Swords. It's someone who does not have their mind focused on their path and their purpose. It's someone who is in denial about what it is that they're in denial about the difference between what the tug on the inside is versus what they think that thing should look like on the outside. And the Lovers comes on top of this. This is your tribe. And I think this particular Aquarius is having a hard time finding their tribe, because I think this particular Aquarius has a preconceived notion of what their tribe is. And the universe is trying to say with the Lovers card, align yourself with us. Crack open your chest and align yourself with your higher self, with your soul, with universal order, and let us show you how much happiness, peace, and contentment that we can guide you towards. But this Aquarius with the Queen of Swords in reverse is like, no, it doesn't look like what I want it to look like. It's not where I want to live. It's not the job that I want. It's not what I went to school for. It's not the way that it's supposed to be. Nine of Swords, and this causes anxiety. This causes anxiety. Resistance to step into your path and your purpose creates nothing but upset. To the Knight of Wands in reverse. This particular Aquarius refusing to honor their higher self because they think they know the way better than their ancient eternal soul. Come on, Aquarius. The Three of Cups and the Star, card of Aquarius. Your higher self is trying to lead you to your tribe. Your higher self is trying to get you to take action in your life so you can find what it is that your humanness craves that can only be found in your soul's journey. The King of Pentacles in the center of your reading, clarified by Justice, clarified by the Empress. This King of Pentacles is no one but you. This is you in the center of your reading. Yes, it's the card of an earth sign. I think it's Taurus. A lot of people say it's Capricorn, but it is irrelevant. It is you. Your success, your foundation, the way that you want to build your life, possibly a counterpart, a yin to your yang, possibly who it is or what it is that you are going to step into when you follow your guts. Either way, always, it is your success. It is you being secure, confident, and successful in your life. And Justice comes on top of this and says this only comes from you being accountable for the direction that your soul is trying to get you to go. Justice is always good and right and fair and proper. It's always in your best interest. Universal justice wants to rain down on you, Aquarius, but they need you to know your power in the Empress. They need you to understand how powerful you truly are. Remember, we talked about the lessons, the guide stones of life. The Empress is number 3. She's the third most important thing that any human being can ever understand. The Magician is number 1, right? What you think about comes about, period. Your internal narrative creates your reality whether you like it or not. And you have, with that Queen of Swords right there, and just in general, you have the capacity and the power to control your internal narrative, to meld it, point it, and mold it in the direction that you want your life to go. But the internal narrative creates the reality, and this internal narrative of this particular Aquarius is rebellious. I can do this all by myself. I know what I want, I know how to get it, and I know what I want my life to be. But you're fighting against the current. You're trying to do this all in your humanness. Lesson 2 of the major arcana, the second most important thing that anybody can ever understand, is the High Priestess. She is your ancient eternal self. Your never-ending existence is contained in the Empress. She is your higher self, constantly trying to point you towards your true north. And then the Empress. She is lesson 3 because she's mastered lesson 1 and lesson 2. Everything grows out of the Empress. All the success grows out of the Empress. She is the dirt of life because she knows that what she thinks about comes about. So she's very careful what she allows herself to believe. She understands her higher self is always guiding her towards her true north, and she never argues with it. She knows that if her soul is leading her, it's always going to drop her on the path of her best and highest good. And because of that, she is infallible. Infallible. She cannot fail. And the universe needs you to understand that you have this power. Everybody has this power. Own yourself. Own your power in the Empress energy, so your life can be overflowing and abundant, filled with peace and filled with happiness. King of Swords, some kind of serious truth, just like that Queen of Swords right there. Serious truth. Responsible, logical decisions for your life. I think this King of Swords right here is this particular Aquarius saying, I got this. I know exactly what to do. I got this. I got this. I got this. And the Hangman says, you might want to reconsider. Cut yourself loose from this tree with a new perspective, the Fool in reverse, because you are foolishly wasting the short amount of time that you have to get done what you came here to get done. This is not the path. This is not the purpose. You trying to control the narrative of universal order is foolish, and it will get you nowhere. The King of Cups in reverse. Emotional volatility. Perhaps where Source is trying to take this particular Aquarius is back home. Home, somehow, some way. Perhaps there, the universal order, your tribe, your people, what you desire is going to be found someplace where you're not necessarily okay with going. The Queen of Cups, your ancient higher self, ancient higher self. To the Devil in reverse, your ancient higher self is saying, release your limiting beliefs. Detach from your own toxicity. The Devil in the upright is an attachment that is a restriction to your growth. What's the attachment that's the restriction to your growth? It's the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's this Aquarius being so damn stubborn that they are refusing to accept anything other than what they think their life should be. The Five of Cups in reverse comes on top of this and says, move on from the loss, the regret, the despair, the disappointment, the anxiety of this Nine of Swords in reverse right here, and step into, look, the star again, step into your path and your purpose. This is the card of Aquarius. This is the renewal of your life. It's everything that you want, literally being offered to you. But you're stubbornly refusing to alter the steps of your path. In the World in reverse, again, therefore, you, my friend, will continue in the relentless cycle of a lack of peace and a lack of well-being. Temperance in reverse is a lack of peace and a lack of well-being. Temperance in the upright is about all four elements of the human nature being balanced. Your mind, your emotions, your sense of well-being, and the inspiration to fulfill the desires that you have. It's empty. It's leaking out the bottom, right? Leaking out the bottom because it's upside down. And you're doing this to yourself because you're refusing to accept something that isn't necessarily your idea. To the Eight of Wands in reverse, by not taking action, by not following your guts, by not following your soul. The Princess of Swords, new seedlings of thoughts in your mind, lead you to the Three of Pentacles. New seeds of thoughts in your mind lead you to teamwork and collaboration with universal order. This is you. This is your humanness. This is your soul. Teamwork and collaboration, merging the three of them together so your human experience can be led by your higher self. Look, the Hierophant. Spiritual wisdom, commitment, stability. If you will follow the way that the universe is tugging at you, you will step in to everything that makes you feel safe, secure, and have a firm belief system in what your future is going to look like. The new job, the new move, the new place, the new people, your tribe, it's all waiting for you, Aquarius. Prince of Wands in reverse, but you're not taking any action. Seven of Swords, you'd rather do it yourself. Do it your way. Do it yourself. There is no shortcut, Aquarius. If you continue to push your will upon your life, you are going to miss out on universal order. And universal order is the way that it's supposed to be. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to stay stuck right where you are, the Chariot, until you put in the self-control, the willpower, and the determination to do what it is that you need to do. What do you need to do? Self-control, control your flesh, willpower. Dive into this and surrender. Determination. Determination to do what? To surrender. All of those things make the Chariot go forward. The Chariot is the universal energetic vehicle that escorts you to the new chapter of your life. It is literally the road that takes you to where you need to be, but you got to put in the self-control, the willpower, and the determination to make it go. Seven of Wands, stop fighting against it. Eight of Swords in reverse, get a new perspective. Unlock your mind from fear and control and get a new perspective. The Nine of Cups, because we want to rain down on you. Wishes fulfilled, comfort, happiness, satisfaction. We want to give you everything that you desire inside of yourself. You don't have to make it. You don't have to create it all by yourself. Follow where your soul is leading you, and it will lead you straight to this, to the Ten of Cups. A great deal of emotional fulfillment. Family, marriage perhaps, relationships for sure, your tribe, your people. Source is trying to show you the way and you are refusing to acknowledge it. The Hermit in reverse, look, I didn't even realize that was in my hand, right? The Hermit in reverse is withdrawal, isolation. You are withdrawn from deep soul searching and introspection. You think in your humanness, in your ego, Aquarius, that you know better than Source. The Fool. There's a brand new beginning and a brand new journey waiting for you, just waiting for you to step into it. But you see, the Fool does not have an itinerary. He doesn't know the who, what, where, when, why, and how of things. All he knows is he feels compelled within himself to do something in his life, and he doesn't understand it, but he knows that he knows that he knows that his higher self already knows the way, that his higher self is never going to steer him wrong. And he doesn't understand it, but he closes his eyes and he steps off the cliff, knowing that wherever it is that he lands is exactly where he's supposed to be. This is what they need from you, Aquarius. This is what they need from you. Move on from the loss, the regret, the despair, the disappointment. 10 of Pentacles in reverse goes back to that 9 of Pentacles in reverse, right? Possibly clawing and scratching, trying to make a living. Possibly doing things that are counterproductive to peace and happiness. Again, like that 9 of Pentacles, whatever it is you're doing is not going to give you what it is that you want. To the Princess of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Emotional connection with your higher power. Teamwork, collaboration. Participate. Open yourself up. Receive and participate. Oops. Sorry. Wrong order. The 8 of Wands in reverse, because you're not. You're fighting against it. The 4 of Swords. Come to terms with everything that keeps you from going in the direction that you're being led to go. 10 of Wands in reverse, and let go of the burden. You don't have to carry the burden. You don't have to. That's the beautiful part of spirituality, is that there's peace. Peace in the journey. Peace in knowing. Give it a try, Aquarius. Just try it. Be the fool for 1 minute. Try it and see where it leads you. And I promise you, you will never, ever, ever run your life the same way again. The 2 of Cups is trying to lead you to your destiny. Your people, your tribe, your relationship, your person, souls, soulmates that need to participate in your life, and you need to participate in theirs. The 9 of Swords. Anxiety and despair. It doesn't have to be this way, Aquarius. It does not have to be riddled with anxiety and despair. You're in a state of anxiety and despair because you're lost. You're lost. And the universe is giving you a beacon. And they're like, hello, hello, hello. What do you feel in your guts? What are your guts telling you? Because that's what we're trying to lead you towards for a massive transformation of your life. And then Strength in reverse comes. Last card in this whole spread. Strength in reverse says, overcome your flesh. Overcome your humanness, because it is a weakness, not only to your physical human experience, but to your entire purpose for being alive. Overcome it. Flip this card in the upright and have the strength and the courage to do something that you don't quite agree with or don't quite understand, but you feel led to do it inside of yourself. Wow, this is beautiful. You have a beautiful future, Aquarius. I mean, you can keep doing it the way that you've always done it, but just know that you're just going to continue to get it the way that you've always gotten it. If you want something different, this is the roadmap to get it. I hope you enjoyed that. Namaste. You are a soul having a human experience, not a human having a soul experience. You are a beautiful thread in the tapestry of universal order. You are ancient and never-ending. You have a purpose, this life experience has meaning, and you are important. Your journey on this planet, in this lifetime, is not by accident. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Walk with me through the antiquated concepts of spiritual ascension with a step-by-step guidebook to help you find your higher self and mesh your consciousness with your soul's guidance to live with intention and purpose. This book is gender neutral, religion neutral, and judgment free. It is a safe place to explore and expand your desire for growth and understanding. There is no agenda here. There is nothing that you should or should not be. Just straight talk that will challenge everything you think you know about this thing called life.